So we're here to demo Aero Progress Invoicing. Aero Workflow is workflow management software for accountants. It's built by accountants for accountants. We firmly believe that the best products come from personal pain points. Just like Scott Cook watching his wife trying to balance her checkbook, or Matt Reisel getting cheated by one of employees was the foundation of T-Sheets. We built what we needed for our own firms. Aero went live in the App Store last month, and at the Hackathon today, we extended one of our features. We have the ability in Aero to track projects, but what we don't have either in Aero or in QuickBooks is the ability to progress invoice. So our target customer is me. I am a small business consultant here in Silicon Valley. I bill by the project. But in QuickBooks, it's kind of a nightmare to create my invoices as I'm billing at milestones through the projects. I can't track what I've billed against the project. I have to go back and compare my invoices, look them up by the client. If I have multiple invoices for that client, it becomes a process. So in Aero, we now can go to the project. I can review everything that I've done. And then when I can review the activities I've done for that job. I can review the time if I want to review what time my staff and I have spent on the job. And at that point, I can create an invoice for it. And Aero's going to go out and compare what I estimated the job would cost, what it would take in terms of time, and then it will come up with a percentage of completion that I need to bill on this next increment. I can put that percent in and tell it to finish the invoice. It will create a line item to send to QuickBooks. Once I save and close that, it then goes into QuickBooks. Nothing like computers. Okay. And there it is, ready for me to open up and then add any extra expenses if I need to, or send it out straight from QuickBooks. We really like the way that QuickBooks handles invoicing, and we didn't want to duplicate that. We just wanted to be able to get to that process faster. So, questions?
So with your new QuickBooks Sync, is it pulling in any delayed or billable charges to count against that progress estimate? So you're looking at what you estimated and then what you're billing?
Yeah, so
how does Aero know about anything you might have in QuickBooks that also goes against that estimate?
Yeah, Aero won't know, and since I'm progress billing, I'm not sending any time charges to QuickBooks because those are irrelevant when I'm billing on a value-based project. So although that time stays in Aero, it doesn't go to QuickBooks, and I'm just want to bill a percentage of the project based on the time that I can see in Aero. And then obviously if I need to adjust it, I can either in Aero before I send it to QuickBooks or in QuickBooks.
As you move to a progress model, it becomes more important to get the metrics and the reporting based upon that. So what do you offer within the app in terms of giving some visibility around progress payments and how far along we are?
Right, yeah, that's part of the project management screen. I think they disconnected the thing when I start asking for questions. But on the project management screen, we can see how much we've billed to date. We can see all the invoices. There's a grid of the invoices that I've already billed. I can click on those and it'll pop me back straight into QuickBooks with that invoice open, so if I have any questions about it. So I can see my burn rate on the project. I can see the specific invoices that have been billed already. And there's no other way for me to see that information in QuickBooks.
Sounds like the application you have, progress billing is kind of a feature of it, but the
That
main
was what we built
application
at the
is
Hackathon
project
today.
management. So talk a little bit about what differentiates your project management application relative to the many, many solutions that are out there.
So in addition to the fact that we built it as accountants for accountants, ours is very comprehensive in that we take all the elements of actually doing a specific job and having them all in one place so that the worker can complete that without having to ask for help.